Berry patted around, looking at the cats talking, the squirrel still hanging from her jaws. She couldn't help but listen. No, you said you were going back. Don't let me stop you from that. A pale ginger cat meowed. I said I'll stay, the silver one replied. Berry's ears pricked up. She was interested in keeping on watching the conversation, but she knew that eavesdropping this was wrong. The pale ginger cat stayed silent for a moment. All right. She stepped out to the two cats. She would get caught whether she stayed there or not. Everything okay? She murmured. You're not very good at being sneaky, the pale ginger Tom remarked, his eyes narrowing into slits as he stared at the rogue. Berry watched as the two cats' heads swung toward her. Sorry. She almost dropped the squirrel she was holding as she had stuttered the reply. No, it's fine, the pale ginger Tom had replied before looking back at the silver she-cat. A moment of silence stuck between the three cats before it was finally broke. I think I'll sleep here tonight, the silver she-cat had nervously said before the pale Tom had ran away. You want something to eat? Berry offered. No, the silver cat, as tears lightly streamed down her eyes. You don't seem okay. Seriously, you can have this. She pawed the squirrel over to the more sad she-cat. She watched as the she-cat's fangs were buried into the squirrel. At least she accepted the food that was given. Can I tell you something? She asked, looking up at the random rogue. Berry sighed and nodded before slightly crouching to listen. The Tom was the reason why I stayed. Berry was still confused, but she had continued to let the cat talk. There was another moment of silence before they talked. Were they a friend of yours? Yes, they replied. Berry yawned, flicking her ear, still listening. But I want him to be more than a friend to me. Berry lashed her tail from side to side as she listened. She would let this cat talk as much as they needed to, and as long as they needed to. So she sat there as the night turned into dawn and the dawn turned into sun high, and she waited for the cat to speak more. And it hurts to see him sad like that. Well, if you ever need help, you tell me, she purred as she sat up to stretch. Birds could already be heard waking up. The other cat had already sat up a while ago. I have to go now, they murmured before leaving. All right. Berryfrost had walked away from the sunny rocks. She was hoping StarClan could light her a brighter path, especially after what happened to Fluffy. She didn't want to hurt cats like she used to. This could be the start of many, many adventures.